Hello guys, there was a serious altercation with Peggy Ovire and her team and a lead actor who goes by the name Taye. In fact, this was the video of them 2 days ago that I even shared on my channel talking about Peggy's beauty and Taye appearing in the video to play with her. This was them. Look at how they are playing like childhood friends. Can you just imagine, guys? I was a bit saddened waking up this morning and seeing lots of fight videos and arguments that led to violence on Taye's Instagram channel, with Peggy Ovire also voicing out to share her own side of the story. It is a two-sided story, guys, like a two-side of a coin. Taye held Peggy Ovire accountable for holding him down against his will, and Peggy also shared her own side of the story, giving detailed analysis of what actually went down. I'm not here to judge anyone, guys, or take sides, but to share what actually went down and how they both would have, settled these things amicably without it even escalating to violence or even coming to social media at all. Peggy was like, Taye posted all through on social media because he was seeking attention and pity, and many fans were already condemning Peggy Ovire without also listening to her own side of the story. So guys, Peggy was like, Taye beat up two of her crew members because he felt they had no voice, no social media presence, and no one to speak for them. They were only begging him to complete his two short scenes so they could wrap up the night. Moments later, Taye went live to record their reaction, leaving out the part where the violence began. Peggy noted that no one deserves to be treated that way, especially people who are only doing their jobs. Peggy also said she generally preferred not to respond to public issues, but in this particular case, it's important to clarify a few things, and not from the place of anger, but simply to set the record straight. According to Peggy Ovire, Taye came to set around 12 p.m. one day, something he conveniently left out of his version of events. To let you guys know, Peggy has been working with Taye for over 3 days now, so they filmed into the night without any prior discussion. He packed his bags and said he was leaving. Peggy said it truly hurt her because from their first job together, she has always shown him kindness and care, and when he was sick and couldn't film, she made sure he didn't drive himself. He even threw up, vomited on her hands, and she cleaned it up. She even personally ensured that a driver took him home and gave him new pajamas, ran hot water for him, arranged a comfortable place in her guest room, and made sure he took his medications. For 2 days, Peggy insisted he shouldn't drive until he told her that he was completely fine. And on her recent production, guys, Taye closed by 6:30 p.m. on the first day and 7:30 p.m. on the second day. And everyone who knows her very well knows that she dislikes filming late in the night, and she's always the first person to tell the crew members to wrap up early because she's naturally a early sleeper. Peggy Ovire further said everything was fine between them until he got upset and asked that they shoot one more scene quickly before his behind the scene video, as the car they were using needed to leave the premises. Peggy said Taye reacted sharply when she tried to talk to him, so she decided to give him a space, and from there she noticed a sharp change in Taye's attitude. Later on, when the production manager approached him to appeal for more time, Taye got physical at him. That was completely unexpected, Peggy affirmed. By the time I came outside, you were struggling over the car keys. I tried to intervene and you asked me to please calm down and handed me the keys, but you later drove off while I was beside the car. Moments later, I discovered my driver was bleeding from his ears after being hit multiple times. I was shocked. I drove to the gate to prevent things from escalating further, Peggy Leonard explained. This was Peggy driver, guys, that sustained an injury in his ear. She also said when the production manager approached him to appeal for more time, Taye got physical at him and punched her PM 3 times, and then he fell on the floor before the driver came out, and that was completely unexpected to her. This was a backbite from Taye, inflicting minor injury at the back of Peggy's driver. Peggy said, this was all you, but you didn't record when you did this to him. You left the phone in the car, so because he is not a star, he deserves your disrespect. This was also Taye pushing the director, and he fell on an electric pole cause he was trying to calm you down. So guys, you have heard from Peggy Ovire herself. Taye did wrong by assaulting the driver and the production manager. Maybe he had a mood swing, definitely he had a mood swing, and wanted to go home quickly because that was what he was saying in his own video, that he wants to go home and rest. But there are better ways of approaching things, and he could have confided in Peggy Ovire, whom he was initially close with, but he began to throw tantrums, according to Peggy, which made her avoided him and give him a little space. I am bringing Taye's side of the story to you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.